Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome into the studio at KALV. It is Chamber Chats. Jody brought here with me this morning one half of the dynamic duo. Both of the dynamic duos, I would think, would be a little soft spoken and slow moving today because both of them, I watched both of them closely. Jody and Megan never stopped from I don't know, Friday noon to sometime late Sunday. It was a flurry of controlled chaos that came from great organization and wonderful committees and two dynamic people that were at the head of the charge. And the charge looked more like a stampede than a charge. It was wonderful. Talking about the Home for Christmas promotion by the Alva Chamber of Commerce. And Jody, I'm surprised that you made it in here today. Wouldn't you like a day off?
Absolutely, but there's more stuff to do, Ben.
There's more stuff.
We're just like Energizer bunnies. We just keep going and going and going. We took our batteries out yesterday.
You did what?
We took our batteries out yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, yeah.
You did.
Yeah, you got to recharge.
After church, did you have a bit of a lay down?
Actually, no, really not, because I went to Northwestern's graduation. My daughter-in-law graduated yesterday. Chloe got her degree. She's been in her student teaching semester, and so she got her degree. And it was a crazy, chaotic graduation this year. Unfortunately, it was not what they planned, but man, they pulled it off in short amount of time.
It wasn't what they planned.
Oh gosh, well, there was just a pipe issue under Percival Fieldhouse, and so they couldn't have graduation there, and had to do a quick move over to. They found this out like on Thursday, and so on Friday there were meetings, and so they had a certain number that could be put into Harrod Hall at the Fellers Family Auditorium, and there was so much going on. So anyway, to get there, you had to get there early to get a seat, and then there were.
So it was full?
Oh, it was packed.
Oh,
yes,
dear.
the auditorium was packed, and then they had like my mind isn't working straight, so I don't have the word in my brain right now. They had additional rooms where
see.
they were like broadcasting it to rooms, so they had their overflow rooms as well.
So were they live streaming so
Yes.
they could see it on a TV
They were
screen?
live streaming
how
it
cool.
and then live streaming it on YouTube and everything. And they do that. If there's anything that 2020 brought us, anything that COVID brought us, we now have the ability to live stream things really well. It prepared us for events like this.
It did.
So
It did.
anyway, so they had their graduation yesterday, and my daughter-in-law was graduating. So I wanted to be a part of that. My husband was running sound, and my son was helping out with that. And so anyway, so we didn't actually stop yesterday, but yeah, it's all good.
But today we're slowing down
Today,
just a little.
just yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions.
Okay.
Of the whole weekend,
Mm-hmm.
you were a part of everything that happened. What was your favorite thing?
Oh, Ben, I don't know. I loved
Tough to beat that drone show.
it. Was pretty
mean-
cool. I think that my favorite thing was just seeing people show up and have a good time. Like when you look around and you see happy people,
Yes.
it makes all the work worth it. When you see people just really enjoying it, when you see people saying, "Oh my gosh, we really do live in a Hallmark community."
True.
I mean, and then there were some people here that we chatted with from Tulsa who they said, we don't have anything like this. We, in a big city, you don't get to experience something like this. This is hometown. This is cool. And I think that sometimes we tend to take that for granted.
I think so too.
And so it's just such an amazing thing, just to get to experience it and just to get to see everybody enjoying themselves and having such a great time. So I think that that was my favorite thing, was just to see everybody enjoying.
You know, I think the same for me, and I got to watch the drone show. I did a live stream on a big drone show, and that's all wonderful, except everybody has their camera out with their phone. So I mean, everybody is shooting shots of it. So I did not live stream. I live streamed the bed races. I didn't live stream the drone show the night before, so I got to watch it.
Yeah.
And I got to participate as just another bozo on the bus. I mean, I was right there on the street with the majority of the. Well, you could watch it from anywhere practically. In fact, I got a text from a friend of mine who was in Walmart that said, "What time do you think that drone show will be?" And I said, "Go out in the parking lot. It's right now." So when I talked to her later, I said, "Did you see it?" She said, "Oh yeah."
Really? So
Yeah.
I heard that too. That like there were Christmas parties that were happening that night, and someone was saying that they were out at the fairgrounds and their daughter stepped outside and she could see the drone show from the fairgrounds. And so, yeah, that's one of the cool things, is that that's something that you can just see all across
It is.
town. So
And talk about prayers being answered. I mean, I know that you and Megan are pretty much dialed in when it comes to the Lord above, but you guys kind of over prayed. I mean, the weather couldn't have been better.
it was perfect.
It was perfect. Clear skies, no wind in northwest Oklahoma. No wind. Think about that. That only happens with prayer.
You know, I
Only.
told you that I had ordered perfect weather.
I know that you did. I know. Yes.
So
And man, was it.
man, I gotta tell you, kind of a funny story, and I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. This is just my own personal thing. So we bought some chicks a
Bought
while
some what?
back. Chicks. This does pertain to this, but we bought some chicks from Atwoods a while back.
We're talking little chickens.
Little chickens.
okay.
Chicks. Okay. So Breaker really wanted some chicks. And so we got some chicks from Atwoods. They were like 75% off, and he had been
Come on.
so, you got to.
75%
And
off
so
chickens.
so we got some chicks, and it was a little cold to have them outside. We didn't have a space like really ready and prepared. So we've been raising them in a stock tank in our house. And quite honestly, they probably should have already been out of the house by now, because we've got a couple of roosters in there, and that we know that because they're crowing. And
The chicks are crowing.
yeah, and so they're a little bit large now. They're still in their stock tank. They still have room. We're still keeping it clean and everything, right? Just in this area in our house, but we've got a couple of chicks who were crowing. And on Sunday morning, Breaker had asked, he's like, "Hey, can we sleep in tomorrow? Can I sleep in?" And I was like, "Sure." Well, I know that the chicks are going to start crowing between 7:15 and 7:45. This is just what they do.
They're not outside on a barn roof.
They're like inside of our house in a stock tank that's in a secluded area, so that they're staying warm, because we have not, like, we got them and it was kind of cold, and they hadn't feathered out yet. We didn't want to set up heat lamps. This is just our way of like, okay, so farm life.
Got it.
And I'm tattling on myself because we've had these chicks way too long in the house. We need to release them, but it's like every time, and we need to put them in their space outside. But they've just we just haven't had time. Honestly, we haven't had time to make sure that it's prepared. So we've been still taking care of them. Well, on Sunday morning, those two chicks who have these baby little crows started crowing at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh.
And they don't typically do that. They typically crow at like 7:15, 7:45. And they started crowing at 6 o'clock. And so I just said a quick prayer that morning. I was like, "Lord, will you please just whisper in the ears of those little baby roosters and tell them to shush until a bit later. And they stopped crowing, and I didn't hear them again until 8 o'clock.
Now, that had to be power from above, because chickens don't have ears.
Well, they got something. They have some little holes in there.
Okay. But for whatever reason, they stopped.
They stopped. And so we got to sleep in a little bit longer, and then we got going. So it's our little alarm clock right now. We won't have them in there. Hopefully not past today.
When I was very young, we had a rooster that would violate the sound, what my mom wanted, crowing wise, and we named the rooster Early Bill. And there was no crowing for a long time. We passed the preacher around back in those days. It was our turn to do lunch for the preacher and his wife. So we're at the table that my mom has set extra nice and stuff. And so we get done with the prayer, and my dad says, "Please pass the Early Bill."
Oh.
So, there are various ways to stop crowing.
Right. Absolutely.
I get.
Absolutely. I mean, they serve a purpose, and it's good. So anyway,
Jody,
but it was an amazing
okay,
weekend.
let's put the drone show aside, because it was kind of above and beyond. I mean, it was very, very cool. So right under that, what was your next best favorite thing?
I don't even know. Like it was all great.
That light parade was.
The light parade was amazing. The candy cane cash giveaway was amazing. The amount of people that stuck around for that.
Is there a list of winners that will
We have photos of the winners.
You do?
Okay. Yes. Okay. So we'll be posting those. We'll be posting some thank you videos. We'll be posting some stuff. We're just moving a little bit slow. I think Megan and I both have had, I know my husband did too, had over 20,000 steps Friday, Saturday. Our bodies were sore yesterday.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And,
so
and that's another thing that I noticed. I mean, it was all hands on deck. I saw your husband and Megan's husband about as much as I saw you two.
That's right. Yep.
I mean,
if it weren't for the men behind us supporting us,
right?
Yes, I have a picture of the two of them, so we can make a post about that as well.
We had fun with the bed race. There's a couple of things that I left out, because we're ad-libbing all that stuff. You don't script a bed race, for heaven's sakes. I did not say that the bed race, though it's not named that, was kind of the darling of Todd Holder.
He was the one who told us, yes, that we needed to do bed races, and we had no idea what he was talking about last year when he mentioned it.
Right.
We had no idea. We're like, bed races, and he's telling Megan, look it up. And so they found photos from the yearbooks way back, in the day of the bed races, of the heyday of the bed races. And
what years were?
I don't know. I mean, it was in the 80s maybe.
Yeah.
And so we grabbed those photos last year, and then it has taken off into this year. And we hope to continue to get more, entries in years to come. So that was pretty fun. Talking about the bed races, or right before that was the Tuba Christmas.
Yes.
And so
I was listening to that while we were setting up for the bed races.
And
cool.
So it's the opportunity for tubas to get to play the melody, since they typically play the bass. But Laverne schools came over to play with the Tuba Christmas, and so that was pretty cool.
Really?
And then there was one of Jared's college bandmates he always comes over for an opportunity to play the tuba. So he always comes over for homecoming, and Jared invited him to come over. And so he came over from Woodward to check out the whole day. He just came over the whole day with his daughter so that she could enjoy everything that was going on here too. So that was pretty fun.
It was really great the way it was presented because the head guy, what's his name?
Zan Perkins.
He explained what was happening and how this wasn't just some idea that he thought up, that this is an international thing.
Yes. Yeah.
And he explained the different things that were being played. It was very cool.
Lots of fun. And I've told you, we've attended many tuba Christmases through the years. My husband did say that he thinks that this is the first time that he's been the most experienced player. He said most experienced instead of oldest, but oldest is what it was. So
Right.
he's getting up there. I say that he's younger than me, so I won't say that. I won't say that
You've
he's
always
getting.
liked younger men.
Have I?
I don't know. I don't know where that even. I don't know where that even came from.
I'm not sure that's true.
It just kind of needed to be out there, I guess. I don't know. But the way you reacted to it, possibly I'm incorrect.
Yeah.
Well, I had a 50-50 chance.
You did.
So is there anything, I don't want to look at the underbelly here, but is there anything that you're just going to drop and go, we won't do that next year? That didn't go like I wanted to.
I don't know. We can always evaluate what we want to continue to do. I mean, the thing is, we've got so many different people who are coming in and doing their thing to add into the event. And so that's what's so great is that this isn't just us doing it. Yeah, we've got a lot. The chamber itself, our chamber board members are running around out there doing their thing. Megan and I are running around out there doing our thing. Our husbands are out there doing whatever we ask them to do. And then we've got all these other groups who are doing their thing. And so that's what makes it so great, is it all coming together. And it's all just community driven, So is there anything that will drop? I don't know. And there's always things that we can add. People always have ideas and stuff like that. Is it something that we can take on more? Not necessarily, but if you have a group that you're like, hey, I think that this would be really cool, we'll see how we can incorporate that into what it is that we've got going on already, where it can fit in, because we want to add as much value as we possibly can to this weekend. It's just so fabulous.
And sometimes things are born that you hadn't even thought of. For instance, we have a new partnership. I hope she feels the same way. I gave, at the bed races, I gave my microphone to Megan to give the rules of what the bed races were about, and she didn't give my microphone back.
Oh, yeah.
So then I got another one, and she and I became partners.
There you go.
Yeah. So that, I mean, following her lead is a whole new horizon. So it's good. It's good. Sharice and Wendy Ford, I think, went over and above.
Oh, yes.
I've never seen
They have a great
anybody
theme.
really tank a race on purpose so they could win the money.
Well, you knew that was going to happen, right? When you say bottom of the barrel and then you have a race at the end, I mean, I can see, do I really want to win this race? I don't think I want to win this race. I think I want the money.
The guys,
We might have to figure out how that works.
the guys that were piloting for Sharice and the Wendy Ford bed, all of a sudden had broken ankles and could barely push the bed.
Yeah.
They got beat terribly, but they won the big money.
Uh-huh.
The what is it? The only way for you now is up award.
There you go.
Sharice considers herself a big winner.
There you go.
That team will be back next year and probably worse than ever.
And with even, I don't know, just another theme. They'll come back with another theme.
Yes.
because
Yes.
they're really great about having a theme. And so Charisse did mention to me, she said, I really think that we need to have a prize for the best theme, along with the bed races.
Agreed.
And I said, I like that. I like
Agreed.
that. So
I mean,
anyway.
they would have swept it hands down last year. I mean, 4 pink bunnies and a lampshade.
Yep. Yep.
That's you'll never beat that.
Yep. Yep. And you know, this year was pretty good too. So
It was.
had last year was A Christmas Story. This year was National Lampoon's Christmas. Yeah. So
And what about Share Medical?
Yes.
I mean, a
Oh, my
doctor
goodness.
helping push a bed.
yeah, lots of fun. Yes, they had a great group, and they were. I know, like in the rules, someone came up to us and they said, okay, so in the rules it says that everybody has to have shoes, right? Because their patient doesn't have shoes. Do I need to give her my shoes? And we're like, no, it just says the runners have to have shoes. It's okay that I said patient. She was a patient on the bed. Like the rider does not have to have shoes. She had on bed socks, you know? So where I was like, that's awesome that she's like, I don't want him to be disqualified because she doesn't have shoes on. So
This is important.
she was ready to shed her shoes so that they wouldn't be disqualified.
And the team that came in rather late in the entries, they put together a bed that was a little bit iffy, and so they were a little bit afraid that it might hold up under the strains of a race. So they took zip ties and tied their rider on it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think that I even realized that. Oh, my goodness. I missed that. I thought I had left really quick to run to the chamber building because I thought that I had left the prizes in the chamber building. And so I zipped down there and realized the whole time that they were in my car. So I didn't have to leave, but it was okay. I got back in time for the races with the prizes and
all the
of
kids
that.
got a glow stick or a glow
Oh, my
collar.
goodness. Yeah. Crawford Home Renovations. They sponsored Glow, just the glow sticks, and that was so much fun. Like just being able to hand out all the glow sticks and the glow wands and just all of that to all of the
Flashlights?
kiddos.
Did I see you with flashlights?
We did have we ordered some swag from the chamber a while back, and so we had some chamber flashlights that we handed out, and so we just wanted everybody to light it up on Saturday night. And then Northwestern came in, I think on Friday, they gave us a call and said, hey, we've got these glasses that help to...
Oh, I saw those.
Yeah, like, it might be kind of fun for the drone show or the light show. And so we got to hand those out both Friday and Saturday.
And people were oohing and ahhing that were wearing them.
Yeah, so it just kind of made... It actually said you see a light in every... or an atom in every light. So it was an atom. But it looked like a snowflake. If that's what if that's what you told your mind that it was a snowflake, then you saw a snowflake, but it was actually an atom. So
the big deal is over, but you're still
yeah.
and Megan.
So our big event is over. However, you can still go drive around town, check out our light parade map. It's posted on our website. We've got a link that gives you a Google map so that you can follow that. For the lights. So you can go around and vote for the best lights in Alva. We will be posting photos soon of all of the window art so that you can vote on your favorite window art. And then we have, there's, of course, always things going on in town. Just because the event is over doesn't mean that we no longer have any events. For example, let me just go ahead and say that tonight, I know that from 5:30 to 7:30, there is a foster care information night. So if your heart is for the kids, that is a great thing to do with Northwest Family Services. Go check that out to find out more about foster care. Tomorrow, Tuesday, out at Western Equipment, you can go get your picture with Santa and his deer. Get it? John Deere,
John
Santa
Deere.
and his deer. Okay, so if you missed photos with Santa this weekend, you have not missed it completely, because out at Western Equipment, you can get your photo with Santa. And that also, they have 10% off toys, apparel, safes, and workshop products. So you can go check that out at Western Equipment. So that is also happening. There's always something going on. On the 22nd of the month, Nam and Pops will have their third annual reindeer games from 5 to 8. So mark your calendars for that. And I'm sure as the month progresses that more things will pop up just going on throughout the town. Of course, there are always movies playing at Rialto, so give Rialto's Facebook page a follow so that you can see the most up-to-date movies, or you can always call their number at 580-327-1900, and that's going to give you a listing of their shows each week.
Here's a little something that you may want to be a part of. KALV and Holder Drug on Saturday will draw. We're going to try to draw at noon. $200 Christmas cash and a $50 gift certificate from Holder Drug. You don't have to be present to win, but we'd like for you to be present. We'll be there at Holders giving it away. There is a drawing box that has appeared. It looks amazingly like the one that you left there for the Christmas cash drawing. Yeah? We have redecorated it just a little bit, and we'll have that drawing on Saturday. Also, at Salt Fork Designs, which is right across the street or right across Oklahoma Boulevard from McClure's agency. On Saturday at 1 o'clock, you can have your pet's picture made with Santa. That's Pet Pics with Santa. 1 o'clock, Santa will be there at Salt Fork Designs. To get your place in line to have your pet, we love dogs, but if you have a pet 50-pound boa constrictor, just bring it on. Rather kind of have to have it on a leash maybe, but come on. To get your place in line, call Laura at 580-748-1216. All kinds of stuff rolling along. Now, your next biggie, I guess, is the Gala.
We actually have a meeting about it tomorrow.
It's okay. It was like, okay, take Monday off and come back ready on Tuesday, right?
Okay. Pretty much.
What month is the Gala in?
End of March, 1st of April. We'll be setting our date, making sure that that's a great date for everyone. And we'll be putting out the nomination forms at the beginning of the year so that we can get those votes in by the end of January. And we can tally those and figure our top 3 from there and put those top 3 out to be voted on by the end of February, 1st of March, and then end of March, 1st of April will be the gala.
You know, I would be remiss if I did not mention, I probably got more good comments about the downtown music than anything. It was so nice. So nice.
Yeah. It really is a cool thing. We had so many people come together for that. I mean, man, I say it all the time, but many hands make light work. It is multiple people coming together to contribute to the bigger picture. And we've talked about this. We'll be posting thank yous soon to all of those people who want to be recognized. There are some who donated money that do not want to be recognized. They're like, this is an anonymous donation. I don't want to be recognized for this. So anyway, so that's just really cool. Is that like there's so many who are just like I don't even care. Don't thank me. I just want to do this. I want to see it happen.
Right.
So, but we had so many people come together for that, for it to happen. And so while you hear the Christmas music playing throughout the holiday season, in the spring, we're going to bring different music and continue to just continue to play music throughout the year. So
Right.
just adding to the ambiance downtown, not downstairs, downtown. I like see my brain like is still tired. So
It's good.
anyway, just adding to that ambiance downtown, and we're still working out like all the little things that we've got to do. So like, what's the right volume? What's the right timing for it to play? Because we have people who live downtown,
Yes.
and we want to be respectful of them and their living situations.
Right.
We don't want to be interrupting their sleep or their activities. So we're just still working all of those little details out. But I think aside from that, it's done.
One of the real pluses is that it is a really good system.
Yes.
I announce a lot of speedways, and it's like they build what they're acquainted with, the speedway people, usually guys. And then as the last thing, they go, well, we're going to need some kind of sound system. And then,
It's
and then
yeah.
the nightmare starts. This is a great sound system.
It's something that you now I'm married to a sound guy, so I always think about the sound. In fact, even when I go to a concert, I'm like, oh, this is not a great mix.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Because I've been around him for so long. But I think that I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Oh, that sometimes it tends to be a afterthought.
Afterthought. Yes.
And this really was well thought out, and it even has the opportunity for expansion
Yes.
if that's something that the people want. So anyway, just to expand fully around the square so that you can hear it all around the square.
Well, thank you for all you do and have done. But just because you have done it doesn't mean that you don't need to go do some more stuff.
That's
because we look at you and Megan and say, what have you done for us today?
Yeah. Today's cleanup day. I'm cleaning up the office, cleaning up all the things that, because you just
Because you've been saying,
Drop and run.
throw that over there and we'll get to it when we can get to it.
That's right. Drop and run and then keep on going. And then I've got, of course, it's finals week at Northwestern. And so I've got stuff at the Wesley houses too, as well. So I've got that going on too. So we'll have animals up there for the students to come over and take a brain break. We like to do those kind of things during finals week.
Oh, you mean they can pet the ant?
Yeah, we're going to bring animals up to the Wesley house to give the students a brain break from studying. So come and the students can come and hug a Highland or love on a donkey or whatever. So yeah,
You're taking that sweet.
that sweet little mini donkey that we had out there this weekend. Yeah.
What a I mean, that donkey should have the trappings of a like a service dog.
Oh.
But this would be a service donkey.
For real.
Yep.
It is the sweetest thing with the best demeanor. Oh my gosh. I have photos and videos with it a couple of weeks ago, and I have photos that it just looks like it's smiling. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. So.
It's all good, and you are good, and I think I think with what you're doing in life, you probably married pretty well. You need a hardworking, smart man, and he is.
Someone who's going to put up with everything that I have to give
Well,
him.
I wouldn't have said that, but that'd be part of it.
He's there to support. Rub my feet when it's over.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like I told, he's a good man. I told him last night. Now I know his feet are hurting too, but I was like, you think you could rub my feet tonight? My feet hurt. I am just in pain.
You can't do 20,000 steps and not have sore feet.
I know.
You
And
can't
you
do
know
it.
what? He's probably a better husband than I am a wife, because I didn't rub his feet. He just rubbed mine. So,
Maybe
but it's okay. It's all fine. It's all fine.
it is. It is. Okay, we'll see you next Monday. That'd be good.
Well, actually, I don't think I'm going to be here on Monday. I'll bet Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah. Can we plan for Wednesday
Well,
next week?
let's go to our producer director, associate SID of OSU, Cade Kennedy. Cade, respond to the director, co-director of the chamber here, and then bring us up to date on Northwestern when we're breaking and this and that.
Well, I can definitely be here next Wednesday. That'll definitely work to be here next Wednesday. And then on the Northwestern side of things, I mean, we've got finals going on. I mean, it's a busy time like y'all have been talking about. We already had graduation. We already talked about that a little bit, but it's going to be a busy time for a lot of the students. But on the athletics side, I mean, the trip out to Russellville and Searcy for conference play for basketball, the Lady Rangers continue to impress. A win over Arkansas Tech and then taking down number 7 Harding on the road. A big win for them, 65-57. Men, unfortunately, fell in both of their games. So they're going to Durant on Wednesday to take on Southeastern before hopefully being back home Saturday to take on East Central. We'll have to see about that floor situation inside Purcellville.
That could create some anti-bounces there. Okay, that brings you up to date there. We'll be in Winoka tomorrow evening. Both the men and the women, I believe, are both undefeated. They're both 2-0, I think. We'll be there. Cooper Johnson's going to join me there. And because you're going somewhere, where are you going?
Well, I don't know, actually. I think I'll be here Tuesday, actually. I thought I was going to be down at Durant, but we'll see.
Well, okay, you can say Durant in this part of the country, but when you get down there, it's Durant. Durant. Yeah, that's be downtown Durant. So, Jody, we'll see you Monday.
Wednesday.
I know, I was just seeing if you were paying attention.
Absolutely, I am.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us on Chamber Chats. Ben Buckland for Jody and producer-director Cade Kennedy. We now return you to what we laughingly refer to as regular programming.